What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is the 8th of April. Good Friday was yesterday. Today is Saturday. Easter Sunday is tomorrow, the 9th of April. Taking a look this morning at what is called OG Fan Token. And we're not looking at this in perhaps the same way as we would usually look at charts, cryptocurrency, stocks, futures, etc. I want to show you an example of a ridiculous breakout, and we're going to talk. The whole point of this video will be showing you important areas of resistance, and then when price gets that big break above that. And this is a very extreme example. This thing is on a tear right now. We just went up over $10, and yeah, it's going to be a pretty cool looking chart. So once again, this is called OG Fan Token. It's ranked number 515 on Coin Market Cap. A lot of you probably don't even know what this is. I can't say I've heard of this before seeing it on the it's either the trending tab or the 24-hour volume, something along those lines, and then took a look at the chart and liked what I saw, so figured I would share it with all of you guys. So here is the chart. This is tradingview.com, guys, and if you want to bring this chart up on your own device, that would be ticker symbol in the crypto tab on TradingView. Assuming you're on a desktop, it should look something like this, a laptop. So it's OGBUSD, so this would be the Binance USD chart, and we're on a daily chart, guys. Let's get rid of my watch list. Welcome to the channel, guys. Appreciate all of the subscribers. We just hit 2,009 subscribers. What's going on here? So this thing is currently up essentially in the past 2 days, in the past day, I should say, 268%. It looks like, according to this chart, we are back into all-time highs, which were roughly at that $970, $980 mark. RSI is ripping at a 95, way up here. 95. Big break to the upside. Why am I showing you this chart? Well, because we've had a massive breakout above overhead resistance. And a lot of the things we look for when buying stocks and cryptos and trading is big breakouts or breakdowns if you're going short on a trade. So we could roughly just look at this chart, right? If you erased the past, let me see if I can actually do this here. If I essentially, we'll zoom in a little bit, erase these past 2 days, just like that. And we put a resistance line above the market. So let's say the price is at $2.91. We'll throw a resistance line roughly like right in this area. I like that. So, like I said, stepping back, let's say the past 2 days did not happen and the price is not at $10. It's at $2.91. We can see that the price tried to breach this basically $3.06 range multiple times, going back all the way to January 2023. Over here, once again, February, and in April. So that would be an important area we'd be looking for. We'd be looking for a price break above that. So we would be keeping a key eye on that level for a break above as well. And it looks like we're starting to see this. We started to see a further breakdown on arc block, but that's kind of a different style chart. But anyways, let me try to get my horizontal line tool. So we can do the same thing down here. Essentially, not quite as clean. Putting a, something along those lines. So basically a breakdown, if we got a strong breakdown below that 225, that would be a concern and probably lead to more downside price action. But since we know this thing has broken to the upside, we're going to talk about the upper area, which is 306. right here. So if you're bullish on this, or you want to buy this, or you're waiting to buy it on strength, I should say, I've talked about that in the past, depending on your overall objective, whether it's a stock, it's long-term, whatever the case may be, buying weakness might not be the answer. If you're looking to hold the S&P 500 for, in a retirement account for 30, 40 years, whatever the case may be, when the price is down, maybe you want to buy compared to when the price is up, depending on your whole strategy. But if you're looking to trade, it's probably better to, in my opinion, of course, buy on strength. At least you're getting that confirmation that big money is coming in, and we should expect further upside movement. Anyways, we have 306 is that area. So if we start to move this chart over, we can see we're getting that big, huge breakout, which came in yesterday on the 7th of April. It was an 85% day. Now, would you have been able to buy down in here when we started to get a break above that 306 level? Well, I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't own this. I don't plan on owning this. I just really like the example of a very strong breakout. But if you were watching this prior to this, maybe you would have had orders in the market, if that is possible, over on Binance. I don't use Binance either. And, you'd be having some buy orders in at the, give or take, 306, 320, 340, maybe up here to this high over here, which was 364, something along those lines. And essentially, assuming those orders got filled, you'd be in this market, and the market's up here at $10.56. It's on a absolute tear. So when I call it the boxing method, guys. When I put cryptos and charts, it doesn't really matter what the asset is, the chart in general, I call it a boxing method. We put the price, my computer has been lagging this morning, in a box. I call this a boxing method here. So, and I call it the ping pong. So we basically ping pong up and down within this. Let me get my tool here. Ping pong, off the top, off the bottom. And then eventually all that energy, we've talked about this in the past as well, all the energy builds up and it has to break either down or up. Essentially, if you're bullish on this, you were looking for an upside breakout, and boom, getting that big upside breakout. So I show you this chart, guys, today. I'm not saying go buy this at $10. It's not the point of the video. The point of the video is this is a great example of a chart that was in a box. Energy was building, and you could take a look at charts, whatever your favorite crypto or stock or whatever it is. Find important areas of resistance, important areas of support. Do the best you can trying to find that area. Maybe it's 306 and 225 for this chart. Put a box around it. Find an area of highs and lows. Put a trend line, a support line, a resistance line, whatever the case may be, and look for the area that would make sense if the price broke either below that or above that you would enter a buy or a sell order, a long or a short, and get into that position. And then from there, you have to figure out, a stop loss or something like that, a trailing stop, price targets, profit targets, something along those lines. But you can see, I've talked about it with XRP. When these things base, when these charts base, energy is being built. And when you find the most likely area of a break above or a break below for the price, that would be what you'd be looking for to enter a position. And you can see it happen in a very good example here. Doesn't mean it'll hold. This thing could reverse all the way back down here. I have no clue. But it's a very strong breakout. It's a really good example. It's a good scenario here. And we're actually breaking those all-time highs on this chart. So guys, wanted to share that with you. Let me know your thoughts on the comments. Down in the video comments, I should say. All links always down in the video description. Head over to the trade tracker link. It's down in the description. Download download that. It's free and you can fill it out. I recommend printing it out, and then you'll have a physical copy on your desk when you buy and sell, open and close trades. Once again, this is the ticker symbol on tradingview.com, OGBUSD. Bring it up, check out the chart, do some drawing, do some trend lines on here. And the more you look at charts, now, not that long-term investors shouldn't look at charts, but, you know, it might not be as important to them because they have a very long-term plan in place, you know, retirement, 30, 40, 50, whatever the case may be, years. So they don't really care too much about the daily fluctuations in the charts, in the stock or whatever, the crypto. But if you want to become a trader, then you need to stack the odds in your favor. So go ahead and take your time, study charts, look for areas of support, resistance, breakouts, breakdowns, draw some boxes, draw some trend lines, and you'll start to see patterns develop. And yeah, practice makes almost perfect, but it's much better than not practicing at all. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Once again, this is the OG Binance US dollar chart. Huge breakout, up a couple 100% in the past 2 days. Doesn't mean it's going to hold. Big RSI, way up there in the top end of the range in the mid to high 90s. But this is a very good example of energy being released. You guys have a great Easter weekend. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.